You are live. So it says.
Oh.
Hi, Philip. What's it like being upside down? A lot of blood rushing to the head and going to the bathroom's a unique experience. Got to keep your nose plugged. So we're just going to wait and see if we get some people here. Oh, we're going to get echo.
Is it going to work out all right?
We'll find out.
Because I'll come to
It's just my
last Saturday.
So this time you have to turn your mic off or I turn mine off. Okay.
Okay. There. Hello, guys. How are we? Yeah, did you tell them that you got to close your mouth when you pee?
Yes.
Yeah,
That
so you get a mouthful.
The one thing, new thing I learned down here in Australia is that they torture palm trees.
Oh yeah. What do you mean we torture palm trees?
Yeah. You guys torture palm trees. You've got them all chained up down here in different positions. You're forcing them to bend and twist, and you've even got them going through cement blocks, forcing them to bend down and then curl back up.
Yeah,
Cruelty.
But it's not so much cruelty. That's just how anti-theft it was, so people don't steal it. Well, what about the one that was right at the top of the light pole?
Yeah, and you also had the floating one.
Yeah, they just say people don't pinch it. You know, people tend to steal palm trees from us.
It's very, very, very interesting what you do to palm trees in Wollongong.
Oh yeah. It's not the only. You haven't seen anything. You haven't seen nothing yet.
Well, we've seen a lot, that's for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's a short announcement live stream. I wanted to get something in this morning. Arty and I will actually be coming live from somewhere tomorrow. We don't know where yet, but we will be coming live from somewhere tomorrow.
On the road.
On the road. We are on the road. We are leaving tomorrow for Melbourne. What time are you wanting to pull out of the driveway tomorrow?
Between 8 and 8:30.
Okay, so
no later than 8:30. We got to hit the road.
Oh, now we got a Joycey Poo here too. There's a Joycey Poo.
G'day, Robert.
Well, hi, Robert from Down Under. We had to invert our camera so that we looked right side up.
Right.
But and she's gone already.
Yeah.
5 seconds in, she quit the show.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if that was helping the light issue a little bit, I think.
Okay. Yeah, she's out.
Yeah.
Apparently, she's now light director. She's put herself in charge of lighting.
So, who all did you find at this time of the day?
Well, we got Robert from Robert's Train Set.
Yeah.
And we got Philip Page.
Right.
And you got Tom Couple so far.
And we have Arty.
And we have Arty.
Yeah.
But we didn't lose Arty to find him. He's right there.
Oh, yeah?
You're right there. Yeah, we could almost reach over and get.
Yeah. You got the direction right?
Yes. See, if I look that way.
Okay.
Yeah. See,
Perfect.
we work.
Yeah.
It works.
Okay. Good.
It's the complete mirror because actually, as you're looking at us, I'm on the left and Arty's on the right. But in reality, I'm on the left and Arty's on the right. But it works for us.
No, you're on the right.
So anyway, hello, Robert. Hi, Philip. For wet whales, we were very wet Australia yesterday.
If you really want to understand wet, you might have to come down to Australia because we have seen the videos that Arty has posted over the years of some of the heavy rainstorms. We got to experience one yesterday. Nothing like it. Even our worst thunder pour downs in Toledo might have the same amount of rain for a few minutes, but not like
Hi, Tom.
8 hours.
Hi, Martin.
Hi, Martin O'Keefe. Welcome in.
Hi, Martin. Did you get your rubber boots and your rubber undies ready?
I've got my rubber boots, my rubber undies, and all my other rubbers ready.
Right.
But yeah, we had within this area here, we won the record. Yay!
These aren't records you want to win, by the way.
Hi, Jackie.
G'day, Jackie. How are
Hi,
you?
Jackie.
We got on the old scale roughly about 9. What did I say? 9 inches.
Well, that's what you said, but the actual conversion is just about a tad over 8 inches.
Well, is that your inches or mine? Yeah, that's your inches. I'll go 9 inches. Mine sounds better.
Yeah, the Aussies have got to brag. It was 8 inches, not 9.
Yeah, it's got to be 9. Yeah. But that was a lot.
It was a lot of.
And good night, folks.
Yeah, I've got to find that job.
Hey, there's Brian. How are you, Brian? Yes, we are not on our usual time. We will be on
Not even close.
if it's Friday for you.
Whoops. Let me kill the volume.
We're going to get echoes everywhere.
Yeah.
If it's Friday for you now, it's Friday morning in the UK. It's really early. I don't expect any Americans to be here, but we might catch
Super early
one.
in America. You might
way
get
early.
somebody on their way to
But
work.
we will be on again much later today for you, tomorrow for us. Artie and I will be, and Joyce will be doing
Plan on coming along. Yeah.
we'll be doing a live stream from somewhere. We don't know exactly where because we are on it's going to be a 5-day trip, but we are driving from here in Berkeley.
Oops, no. Wollongong.
No,
Wollongong.
we're in Berkeley.
Wollongong is Wollongong. They'll find Wollongong on the map easier.
Yeah.
All right, we're from south of Wollongong.
Is that the right way?
Yeah, we are.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
We'll be going from south of Wollongong to Melbourne. It's going to take us a couple of days to drive there and a couple of days to drive back. We're going to visit a couple of YouTubers, Australian YouTubers, well-known YouTubers.
The first one we're going to see will be Creepy.
Yep, we're going to see
013.
Gary, known as Creepy 013 or 013.
Yep, and he's got a treat for us.
He's got a treat for us.
Refreshments, light refreshments.
Oh, fine. That's nice.
As long as we keep the schedule.
Yeah.
And then once we get to Melbourne, we're going to meet Greg from Midsummer
Railways.
Okay.
N Scale Railway.
N-Scale Railways, yep.
Yep. Hey, Sean, good morning to you
Morning,
over in the
Sean.
UK. It is Thursday night here, but I'm doing a Friday morning. We're going to actually do 2 Friday live streams. Not only am I keeping my streak alive, we're going to double it up.
It's not Thursday night. It's Friday night.
Oh, it is Friday night here. You're right.
We are very day confused.
It's been crazy.
I will admit that.
Tell you what, though, the hardest adjustment,
Hi.
the hardest
Yeah, we are.
adjustment for us has been the days were getting longer and longer back home in Toledo.
You have a newbie.
Well, hello,
Diane,
Dion.
Dion.
Welcome, Dion, and welcome
Dion.
Train Work.
Early Bird Show.
Although that's a different name now.
Yeah,
That's a
it's
different name.
the early bird. Yeah, it is.
So let me night.
Robert, I don't know. We'll have a look because one, I've got to be back here by Friday.
I now declare you a knight of the rhomboid table.
You're
And
black.
there are still some
Okay,
things
okay.
I want to. There's still some things I want to show them around here. So if we go down the Great Ocean Road, that'll add an extra 2 days of the trip, and it's a long drive from the Great Ocean Road back up this way. So we probably won't.
Yeah, we gotta do this quick.
Well, not too quick, but within reasonable time, so to speak. So.
You're in Blackpool, UK. Awesome. The famous Blackpool Lights.
Yeah.
Yeah. G'day, Buckley. How are you, buddy? Yeah, we're
You've been
all
to
right.
Adelaide.
You've been to Adelaide. Okay.
We've been to Sydney. We spent a couple of days in Sydney and it was
Yeah.
awesome, but we did leave Sydney a little bit early to beat the
Wow.
massive storm that came in.
Dion, this is not our normal content in any way, shape, or form.
And this is not the normal this is not the normal
So
content of our live stream.
Come visit us in about 3 weeks.
My Friday live streams, I run trains and chat. The chat will be the
Runs the
same, but
train.
normally I don't
Yeah.
have other people on screen
Yes,
other than Joyce.
cockapoo.
Oh, got a
Indeed.
cockapoo. Woo! And
We
Blackpool Tower.
it took me 3 days to get a good picture of a cockapoo. We
No, cockapoo.
Oh, it's a dog. Cockatoo. That's what I got in my
Yeah,
head.
you're
Took me 2 days to get a good picture of a cockatoo, but man, when we heard them.
yeah, there's see the funny thing is we've only seen cockatoos in people's cages or at pet
Right,
stores.
yeah.
So
So
they're
here
all
they
over
are
down
in the
here in the wild.
That and palm
Especially the
trees
white
I've
ones,
been excited about.
And palm trees,
We
which you've
didn't-
actually called palm trees for a change.
We did not do the Sydney Bridge walk.
No,
Anthony
no,
was
no.
not up
I'm
for
not
that.
going on the Sydney Bridge walk. No. No.
Oh, good morning, Randall.
Good
Boy,
morning.
are you up early?
Well, hi. Hello, hi. Great to have you here.
Down in
Well,
American, Randall's here.
When he saw how high that bridge was, he was like, no.
Yeah.
It's not.
No, he
It's
was
not how
done.
high the bridge is. It is to walk across. It doesn't matter if it's more than 20 feet above the water. I'm not
It's
walking
too
it.
high.
It's too high.
But-
Maybe
but-
30 feet.
But you want to tell everybody where we stayed when we were up in Sydney?
We stayed in a hotel that was literally below the bridge.
Right.
So
Yeah.
You walked out to the patio, just like 10 feet from our bedroom, our room door, and you stood on the patio, and the bridge is right there. What was the name of it?
Oh, yuck, Randall. He's got a 12
Oh,
hour
I
yard
can't think
shift.
of the mate. I can't think of
So
the
hopefully we can kill a little bit of that time for you.
Yeah.
You're not too high, just high. Indeed.
You've been subscribed for 2 weeks. So you haven't missed much, Dion. I definitely haven't missed much because I've been right here.
Oh, he hasn't missed a thing, really.
I've got him here under house arrest.
Oh, that's great, Dion.
Yeah.
Well, if you could go back to one of Anthony's older live feeds, you'll see what they normally are like.
You stayed in the old red light district. We
Wow.
were.
No, we didn't.
No.
Robin, I was going to take.
We were not.
Oh, yeah,
No.
it is the old. No,
No, no.
sorry.
I was
correction.
gonna say.
Correction, he's right. It was the old red light district.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Particularly around the corner where that nice little coffee shop was, where I found like, while you guys were.
Right.
Well, it was the only coffee shop open, so.
Yeah, right.
Some of us sleep. Artie
Oh,
doesn't.
you've had a few trains already. Yeah, cool. That is cool.
But no,
Oh.
we've been now a week. You know, last week I did a live stream, and that was pretty much right after we arrived. And you know, we had
Boss's Das.
Sorry, guys, I've got to go down and look at this.
It sounded like a firework.
Yeah, maybe. Strings going on.
this is our first.
We just had a pow go on here, so Artie's going to investigate.
So Artie's off air for a second.
Yeah. Well, if he doesn't come back, we're not driving ourselves to
Yeah, the Bogans having fun.
the what?
The Bogans are having fun.
The Bogans.
Yeah.
Well, it is a holiday down here.
Yeah, it's a
right?
holiday weekend. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, fireworks ain't supposed to go off till Sunday.
Our hotel was run by an Irish group.
Yeah.
And very nice. Very
They
nice.
were very nice.
They were very nice, very friendly.
Oh, it was a very affordable.
Until I was looking, until they realised I was barracking for the Blues because they were going for the Maroons.
Oh, right. Yeah. They had a major competitive sporting event down here in rugby, which
Right.
was New South Wales against Victoria. They call it the Origins. Queensland. Right. I'm sorry. Right. Not Victoria. Queensland. But yeah, the Blues and the Maroons had a very lopsided match. And in Sydney, apparently everybody in the hotel was rooting for the team Artie doesn't root for.
Yeah, when I realised they were all Maroon supporters, I just had to shut up.
You and me outnumbered for sure.
I wasn't worried about it. It was just
yeah, you had the right colour shirt, so I didn't.
You have a large layout, 20 foot by 18 foot with 3 layers, and another slightly smaller. That's a large one, yes. My layout is 23 feet by 12 feet, but it goes in just one level.
Yeah.
Well, when we get back from Melbourne down south, we'll do something out of my back room.
Okay.
Right.
Sounds good.
Because I've got to reveal the truth.
Uh-oh.
I've got to reveal the truth about your diversion to Hawaii when we get back.
Oh.
Okay.
Because it wasn't what you think it was. The reason you went to Hawaii. So I'm gonna disclose.
Well, it wasn't our reason to go to Hawaii. It was somebody else's reason that we went to Hawaii.
Yeah, but the reason I told you the reason wasn't the true reason why you went to Hawaii.
Oh,
I
really?
mean, really, yeah.
No medical emergency.
And if you believe this story, he's got some drop bears he'd like to sell you.
Well, you had one today at the shop.
You had a toy one, but we got to pet a real drop bear.
Yeah, you did.
We got to pet a real drop bear.
And somehow that photo is
cool,
not on
Randall.
camera. So we got to go to another one.
Oh, we'll have to go back and get another one. Fortunately, I did find mine. I've got them.
Oh, you got one?
Photo of
Oh,
what?
that's all right then. That's
Photo
all
of
right.
what?
Because I know I did take one and I didn't get it.
I run European trains. I run
Right.
German with some Austrian and Czech trains, so it's Central European. But we are many thousands of miles away from home.
Yeah, from
We're
Orlando, that's for sure.
Probably halfway, about as far away from home as we could get, I think.
Yeah. I think
But
so.
first of all, we got to say,
We're in a different hemisphere.
we're in a different hemisphere. We're in a different world. But I was saying that, and then we can change subjects. The first thing that's hard to get used to is back home in Toledo, Ohio, the days are getting longer. The sun is setting well after 8 o'clock. And all of a sudden up here, the sun is setting before 5 o'clock. That's weird. It's like 5 o'clock and it's dark outside already. It's that's been the hardest adjustment, is going from the sun setting at 8, 9 o'clock our time at home to all of a sudden it's getting dark at 4 and it is dark by 5 p.m. here.
Yeah.
And that's just been offsetting time.
Yeah, we completely changed the season too. So it was, which we knew, we were prepared for that. What we weren't prepared for was Hawaii. It was in my black t-shirt and jeans. And
Yeah. Yeah, when we diverted to
we're not expecting drama.
But it's been so weird because like when we travel from Toledo, Ohio when we travel from Toledo, Ohio to the UK, the days are longer, but at least we're prepared for that because we're maintaining the seasonal sun.
So anyway, it's been quite an experience.
Yes, Robert, it's called winter. We knew it was winter down here. That's why we packed hoodies. That's why the stopover in Hawaii.
My only t-shirt was a black t-shirt.
That's why the stopover in Hawaii was so rough, because we only had warm clothes.
Right.
I mean, you look at these guys. I mean, they're all. They should. You think from where they come from, they'd be used to this wet type of weather.
You think so?
Really, it's quite a mild temperature.
I will say.
Look at me. I'm in my short sleeves and I won't get up. I'm in my.
Yes, he's acclimated. Our problem is we spent the month before coming to Toledo or coming down to Australia in 70s and 80s and even 90-degree temperatures. So all of a sudden now it's been in the 50s. Plus you get the wind that's coming, especially when it comes out of the south. It's Arctic. It's cold. And we're walking around bundled up with long sleeve sweaters. Because I've got a long sleeve sweater on, a hoodie on.
At home, we turn
Gary, how are you,
turn
buddy?
the heat on.
Hey, there's Gary. Hey,
Hi,
Gary, nice to have you.
No, we haven't quite got the web feed, but our swimming techniques.
See, we got 3 people yakking here.
He knows how much rain we have.
Yes, we are actually from the United States, but we are in Australia. So anyhow, before we go back to comedy and teasing each other, I got to say this. Things could change in a week.
Especially on the road.
Especially on the road.
Could sever our friendship.
And I got to set this all up. Whenever she's done. When Joyce and I travel, many of you that follow my channel for years know Joyce and I usually go to Germany every June, although in June of 2022, we went to the UK. And this time we came all the way down to Australia. Joyce and I used to live in alone. And
with each other.
Well, yeah.
There goes Joyce.
Joyce has had no alcohol, but I'm wondering if the cough medicine is having an effect there. But anyhow,
I did
so
buy Joyce. I did buy Joyce a cough medicine, and Gary knows what's in our cough medicine.
Be that as it may, with all sincerity, Arty has been amazing. He has taken us everywhere. He has shown us so many amazing things. And the weather hasn't been really the friendliest for like Joyce and I would normally, hey, Arty, we're going to go off for an hour, 2 hour walk. We'll be back later. But the weather hasn't let us do it. So Arty has driven us, he's driving us to lots of places, and he is taking care of us like a mother hen taking care of his baby, of her baby chicks. He's cooking for us. Some great steaks. We'll make jokes about your cooking later, but we got to tell the truth first.
Yeah, it steaks a couple times.
We've and they don't starve you in Australia. They don't starve you
16 here.
unless you take a dinner cruise.
We won't go there. Right?
Yeah.
We're never gonna go back again.
But it was Arty truly and honestly has been fantastic, and he's taken us to all these.
Oh, yeah.
Now, to some of you, like you in the UK, if you live near the Channel, you live near the North Sea, you live near the Irish Sea, or what have you, it's not a big deal. Joyce and I live near a lake. We don't live on it, but we live near a lake. We live near one of the Great Lakes. But seeing the Tasman Sea, because technically where we've been is not the Pacific Ocean yet. We only saw the Pacific Ocean which was great, seeing it in Hawaii.
Yeah.
But Arty's taken us to so many different places, and it just consistently is some of the most beautiful things we've ever seen. We went to a place, and I posted a couple of shorts, Kayama.
Yeah, you got it right.
I finally got it right, Kayama.
Oh,
Kayama has these two blowholes.
What are you? That's the sweatshirt.
Yeah. I don't know if Joyce is trying to show her breast off right now, or she's trying to show you the spelling. Well, you're the one standing up and going like this to the camera. Okay.
She was sewing up the best.
I just didn't know Kayama had hills.
They did.
They do.
Remember, you were like riding onto the sea, going up the hill.
Observation points and stuff like that. Yeah.
But anyhow, they have these blowholes, which is just lava rock that over time the ocean has drilled holes through it. And as the sea swells, negative pressure causes them to shoot upwards through these holes.
Yeah.
And that's really cool. But the best thing about it, as I was telling Arty, is it's the first time I've been to a large body of water. Even when we were in Honolulu, when we're looking out the Pacific Ocean, there's sailboats here. There's yachts over there. There's container freighters out on the horizon. Where we were at in Kayama, if you stand in front of the lighthouse and just look out, you see nothing but beautiful coastline and ocean. Nothing human, unless somebody walks in front of you real quick.
Okay. It could be.
Hi, host and panel. It was so gobsmacking beautiful, but it just dawned. Gotcha. It dawned right away. There's nothing human out there. It is, you could see a person 5,000 years ago, a Neolithic ancestor of the Aboriginals or whenever they arrived on the island, standing there and having the same view, because there was nothing human made between you and the horizon. It was amazing. It was such a special view, and watching the big waves curl and crash on the coast was it was an epic view. And then we went to a small zoo, a little animal farm.
Yeah, down there, animal park.
We went to an animal park, and we got to play with koalas and snakes and other things. We did. I did meet one of Kendra. Kendra is the kangaroo that makes appearances She lives in my house because of her restraining order against Arty. But we did meet some of Kendra's family. They wouldn't talk to Arty, but they did talk to us. They did come up to us. They wouldn't come up to Arty, but they did come up to us. They apparently they're still holding a grudge.
Yeah, well, it's Americans.
Yeah, but you want to see what he was doing to the lizard.
You flew when you were here.
Yeah, it makes sense.
The thing is, Robert, like when I went to the UK, I had places I specifically wanted to see. And when I go to Germany, I have very specific things and places I want to see. With the UK, we were coming down to visit Arty and then some of the more famous things of, like, if you think of what's called Uluru.
Uluru,
Yeah, Uluru, which used to be known as Ayers Rock, you know, the famous. I mean, it's a pain in the ass to get out there. Now you have to get a very special pass to get to the rock itself. It's expensive to stay there, and it's out in the middle of nowhere. And so we didn't have a huge interest to go see it. I mean, if something came up where we could see it, we would have. So we're in this region, and yeah, we went to Sydney and got to see the Sydney Opera House and go all through Sydney. Sydney is an amazing city. I knew Sydney had a good population, but I thought it was like 2 to 3 million. No, it's close to 5.5 million. It's big, and it is big. I mean, and I've been to London and I've been to New York. And we've even seen Paris at the airport, but it's big, and we got to tour some of the historical sites. It was amazing. So one weekend we're having a great time, and we're doing our roughly 5-day trip beginning tomorrow.
Yeah.
We got a pack for it.
Yep.
So anyhow, that's a long introduction. I hope everyone on that side of the screen is fine. All my fellow knights of the rhomboid table. Don't forget, you guys are all knighted. So if you have a channel, you can pop a link to your channel in, and hopefully our friends that are here with us can pop in and see your channel and subscribe to you as well.
Right.
Yeah, the reef is what we would have liked to have seen if circumstance had been better, but to get up there is just a hassle from here.
Yeah, to get up there, I mean, I would not put that on them. I mean, just to get up here.
We'd have to fly.
It's about a 32-hour drive up.
Yeah, we're not
driving. 32-hour drive back.
Yeah, we're not driving. We'd have to fly.
And
let's put it this way, it's a week being on the road. And
but with the winter storms, I wouldn't want to fly. With the winter storms that they have here, I wouldn't want to fly a small commuter jet that would fly up into Brisbane or wherever else that could put you in that vicinity. And you still would have an 8 to 12-hour drive to really get there. So as much as we kind of would like to see the reef, the real thing we wanted to see was the ocean. The only thing we have not officially done is we haven't been able to wade into the ocean. The weather's been too cold, although I'd still throw on my swim trunks and go in, but it just really hasn't been conducive for me to go in. I did walk on a beach and put my hands in the Tasman Sea.
Don't worry, I've told the shucks to go on vacation, so when we get back, they should be gone. They just got to pack all their summer gear up. They haven't finished packing their summer gear up, so when we get back from Melbourne, we'll definitely have the opportunity to do what you want to do.
That's cool.
I got to give them that. I mean,
then we'll have to rescue all the beached whales, of course, all the fright and everything else. But
yeah, because the big city here is called Wollongong, which I always thought meant hairy genitalia. But apparently that's not what Wollongong means. It means where the mountain meets the water.
No,
and
where the mountain meets the sea.
Where the mountain,
right?
Water, sea. Yeah, they're so different. Where the mountain meets the sea. And it does. There are mountains on one side, the ocean on the other. This is everything. Joyce knows I love water, especially big water. Joyce loves mountains and obviously loves the ocean too. Yep. It's been beautiful and
absolutely beautiful. Yeah.
And we've had other than the way they did the dinner on the dinner cruise, everything else has been perfect. I mean, it
was relaxed.
We kid. Anybody who watches me and Arty on Arty's stream knows we banter back and forth, but we, our Arty has been absolutely amazing here. We owe him so much, and he's still got more he's going to do for us here. It's just been absolutely brilliant. Because it could have not, even if you're best of friends, sharing a roof and trying to get around each other.
We've done pretty well so far.
I think we've done great.
Yeah, but remember, you got to take someone else home with you this time. You got to take Pixie home with you.
Oh, I'm taking Pixie home with us.
Well, Joyce is.
No, Joyce
Yeah.
is not taking
Pixie has developed an affection for Joyce.
Yeah.
Pixie, the killer rabbit. And trust me, anybody who's watched Arty's live stream knows how he chases that rabbit off the wires.
Right.
Holy crap. Yes. The rabbit likes to eat wires. You leave any wire dangling, she's on it.
Well, wires and everything else.
Yeah, she was trying to chew her way out of the wall yesterday.
Yeah, she's trying to chew into your bedroom because you must have some contraband in your bag.
We have all kinds of contraband,
Yeah,
but
that's why she's trying to go chew.
Oh, you're getting D on there.
I'm coming, but okay, all right, buddy. Just put your money on the fridge.
Put your money on the fridge.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I like them. Like Anthony was saying to me before he came out, like this would be one of the main, one and only trips he's doing to Australia because
probably
his discomfort in flying.
Yeah.
Absolute terrified fear of flying. I have an absolute fear of flying. I have flown 50 times and it's only getting worse. I will say, as I said last Friday's live stream, the pills my doctor gave me for this trip did work. I was much calmer, very calm.
See, I did say contraband. They got contraband in the bags.
It's legal.
But it must be because they didn't even look in your bag.
No
we're not
kidding.
dealing with this kick going.
Australia didn't seem to care. Australia didn't seem to care. We had all kinds of drugs in our bag, and Australia was like, "Come on in." Now, if we had a Foster's on us, they would have arrested us. But
they would have deported you on me.
They would have turned us right back around and shipped us out.
But I really want them to have a nice experience of staying here. Our next trip's going to go down along semi-inland. Our next trip's going to be tomorrow morning. We're going to go from here down to Goulburn. We're going to go and meet up with Gary, Creepy 013, which is in here. See his nice little town. And you Americans think you guys got big things and big bollocks. I'll tell you what, we've got the big ones in Goulburn.
Okay.
That will be the size of that'll be the size of a chickpea compared to the ones we got in Goulburn.
Wow.
Yeah. George's getting excited already.
I'm just laughing at my husband.
So that'll be our first stop, and then we're just going to take it as we go down the go. There is one town I'm going to stop at, and that's Gundagai, which used to be the halfway point between Sydney and Melbourne. Have a little look around there. Now, Gundagai had the most pubs of any regional town in Australia. It had something like 25
It's
30
not me,
pubs.
I promise. Carrie says it's not me, I promise.
Yeah, no, it's just around the corner.
No pressure there.
I've got the biggest balls of all.
Yeah, it's just around the corner.
That's an AC/DC song, people, please.
And then after Gundagai, we'll stop at.
Well, if you're going to Gundagai, we got to go to Gundagal.
No, we don't have Gundagai. Sorry.
I'd rather see Gundagal. Or better yet, Wonder Gal.
I'll tell you what.
Wonder Woman.
I'll tell you what. I can always stop. I can always drop you off at Gay Hall.
At a gay hall? No, I don't think so.
Yeah, at Gay Hall.
No.
That's before
Very supportive, but I don't play on that side of the street.
Okay.
I play on my side of the street.
Then we're going to go to Adelong. Adelong used to be at England.
Adelong.
Gold Mining City, just south of Gundagai.
It was.
And then from there, we're going to go to Holbrook.
We'll have to get you some more.
Because apparently I've heard that they've actually got my missing submarine down there in Holbrook.
Oh, they got your missing submarine.
Oh,
Yeah, the 2 missing submarines. We found one of them.
we did
in
find
Sydney
one.
the other day.
In Sydney,
Well,
yeah.
we didn't find it. It was there in Sydney. Somebody found it for you.
Somebody found it for me, yeah, and they stole it. They didn't bring it back. And then we're going to go to Goulburn. Not Goulburn. They're down to Albury, which is the border. We'll spend the night at the border. And for...
Got to make sure the border's safe, find the right place to cross, make sure the border guards aren't
we're gonna
looking.
sneak over. Well, it's not a problem going down. It's coming back.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it's coming back. There's going to be a problem.
Okay.
Yeah, because Mexico's not around north of the border.
Gotcha.
You've got to go get cavity search and all
You
that.
get your...
Yikes.
Yeah, so...
I got my ID. I'm safe.
Yeah, that's what you think.
And my
Yeah.
chastity bill.
Oh, that means you go back to Melbourne. You're not welcome over this one.
Oh boy.
Buddy,
I'm just a neutral observer in all this territorial
Yes,
pissing match.
Your crowd is upset.
just before.
Anyway, we were paying attention to your accident there, Randall. That's pretty amazing. We'll watch the video.
Yeah, we did. We were reading that, but yeah, we have so much to babble about.
Yeah.
As always.
I just don't have my trains to watch going around.
Right.
Yeah, we are going to, and then just near Goulburn, not Goulburn, Albury. I got to look up to see if it's still there. There's a special pub that's well known in Australia. It's called Edinburgh Pub.
Okay then.
Okay.
So we're going to have a quick stop and look around there.
Okay.
It's not your ordinary pub.
Hey, Kyriakos, welcome back. Nice to have you here, sir. Hachirokas, because he said it's pronounced.
Now we're going to spend the night in
Okay.
Albury.
Russ-
Albury was the border before the standard line went between Sydney and Melbourne, because we had 2 different gauges. I might actually show them the station down there at Albury where they did the interchange. We passengers had to get off one train and walk over to another train. But during my live stream on
hi, John.
Hey, John, how are you? They're still alive. I have been feeding them.
Yeah.
Hi, Jean Ricard. How are you, my friend? You
And
crazy
then we're
Dane.
going to, hopefully we'll be there by that time. We'll be stopping at a place called Glenrowan. Now, Glenrowan is famous for Ned Kelly, which was one of our most famous outlaws that made himself a steel armor, helmet, and bodysuit to take the shots from the police and a few other things. So I'm hoping to be able to make it there by the time my live stream starts.
Oh, wait a minute.
Okay.
Time out. Jean wrote, hello, Arty and Joyce. He totally ignored me.
Yes, he did.
Oh, never mind. Rewind that back.
Oh,
My greeting has been rewound and
What's
removed.
the matter, Jean?
I'm good, and it seems like you are too. Well, I was good until I realized you ditched me.
Yeah, are you angry?
You
haven't called Anthony.
You said
Oh,
Arty and Joyce, and you didn't include me in a
Right.
greeting. I'm so
Wow.
offended.
He knows who the good-looking people are around here. But yeah, I think we've actually had a good time so far. I mean, we've been dodging the weather. I mean, the way the weather's been here, it's been a hit and miss, and we've been actually sort of like what do you call it? I've been dodging the weather.
You
The
got
bad
There's a
weather.
track winding back to an old-fashioned sack along the road to Gundagai.
Yeah,
I made a song out of that, unless that
Yes,
is a
you
song
did.
already.
there is a song already. That's actually the verse of the actual.
Oh,
song.
well, it just seemed to roll perfectly. So,
Yeah.
all right, damn. I thought I was
See
being
that?
clever. No, he just gave me the actual
Yeah.
lyrics.
Okay,
Yeah.
super.
Hang on, who was it that sang it? Because it is an old song, creepy. We'll have to look it up later on,
Yeah.
and they can play. Yeah, it was done. I think it was World War One, World War Two, something around that time.
There's a man there named Sal who is dressed like a gal. I'm sorry. Those aren't the lyrics.
That'll probably.
I'm trying. What can I say?
That'll probably be the modern day version. Yeah.
Where the blue gums are growing and the Murrumbidgee's flowing beneath the sunny sky.
Yeah,
I liked my lyrics better. It was funny.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, that's the actual river that runs through it. So, yeah. Yeah, we've been lucky. We've been very, very lucky so far since you've been here. I mean, we had a few nice days going down south, and yeah. And I'm feeding them well, John. I mean, they gave me that well fed.
Yes.
When my daddy and mother are waiting for me, and the powers
Or
of
my daddy and
childhood
my mother
once-
are waiting for me, and the pals of my childhood once more I will see. Then no more will I roam when I'm heading right for home along the road to Gundagai.
Actually, there's one thing I've been creepy. You can help me with this. Um,
Tired.
Let's see. Jean Ricard says, I miss you, and I was wondering if we'd get an update on your blowholes. Well, my digestive system is working just fine. Thank you. Oh, wait, you meant something else. No, you will not eat the wires. That's no ordinary rabbit.
well, what? Hang on. I'm just wondering what the hell are you guys doing here when you're supposed to be in a lounge room this time of the night? That's what it is. Pixie has taken up a very crazy liking for Joyce.
Pixie likes Joyce. She likes Joyce so much that there's a chair Joyce sits in when she sits in the living room, and daily Pixie hops up in the chair and fluffs it up and tucks things in to make it presentable for Joyce. It's really weird.
And while we were up in Sydney,
You don't even do that for me.
No.
You don't even do that for her.
Actually, I do. I have to clean her chair every day before she comes home. After Kyan's been there, I have to clean and tidy her chair up and make it
It's
presentable.
true. He seems to love
Yeah,
it.
Hey, hi, Munsville. There we
Hey,
go.
Mons.
Hey, Mon.
But apparently, Pixie was running amok for that one night we were away.
Yeah.
Because I had a friend of mine over looking after her. And what was Colleen's words? She's been an outright bitch. Hey,
No.
Hang on. You ever got this far enough? You gotta make it.
Well, she's been hopping over it, so it hasn't mattered.
And she hops on it.
All right, Dion, thank you for checking with us. Next week,
Yeah.
again, if it's Friday for you, well, it's Friday for us, but it'll be Saturday for us then.
Yeah.
We will be doing a part 2 to this live stream from somewhere on the road. We're not sure where yet, but from somewhere on the road. We will be doing
up in the
All
Highlands.
right. Take it easy, Robert. Have
Okay,
a good day.
All
we
right.
can say.
Good night. Have a great day, Robert.
Yeah,
Yeah,
looks like
we're
I
saying
have
good
that.
night to you because I normally say good night to you guys from my live
Right.
stream, but this time we're ahead of you. You guys having a nice
We're
day.
in the future.
Yeah, we are.
We are in the
It's
future.
really weird.
It doesn't look good.
That's what I've been saying all along. But
Right.
That's what I've been saying all along, but nobody wants to believe me.
The future's so bright.
Yeah.
I gotta wear shades.
What is it, Daddy? You want to be on the show? No, I'm telling you, I just want to get up between these two, Dad. And Auntie Joyce is here, and I want to be near her. I can just see what's going to happen when
In
Joyce
Denmark, it's noon.
Right.
Well, fine. In Denmark, it's noon. You still have much of your day to go.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
So good night, or have a great day, Robert. Rest of your day.
Yes.
Have a great rest of your day, Dion, because it's 11 o'clock where you guys are. And to Jean
Yes.
Ricard,
8 p.m. here. Yeah. So.
Yeah. So another hour, we're going to start. Well, I only take 10 minutes to pack.
it's going to take us longer because we're going to wind up taking a suitcase.
Right.
5 days.
Yeah.
We're going to just
same
throw it
as
all in one of our
Don's.
suitcases.
Crazy, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, just me, myself. and
It's
I.
weird. It's weird. But like I said, the hardest adjustment for me is it's getting dark so early here. Even when you take away the mountain factor, it's still getting dark early
Well,
here.
then again, you got to remember what time of year we are in too.
Yeah,
But we're
right.
getting out to where we got
You
the.
are almost at your winter solstice.
Are we leaving?
Not yet.
Tomorrow
Oh,
morning,
yeah.
Jean Ricard, we are going to start a 2-day drive down to Melbourne.
So, yeah. So we're taking a trip from here.
So Arty's driving us all the way down to Melbourne.
Mhm. Are we having fun? Yes, we are, Mons. Just a beautiful, beautiful area we're in.
Yeah, I mean, there are no negatives. Understand, there are absolutely no negatives. You leave my computer alone.
Get out of there, you.
She's a cord eater.
She's a cord eater.
That's what gets everybody bumping here. She's a cord eater.
Run for your life, run. So, yeah, I mean, again, the only if you want to call it a negative is that we've had a lot of cold and either really cold or rain that it's made it hard to go to some of the places we wanted to go to, or like there is a beautiful lake that's like a 10-minute walk here. We just have to walk here, take a left, then take a right, and another left, take a left and another left. And well, Google Maps will get me there. But it's a 10-minute walk, and we'll see this gorgeous lake. We've seen Lake Illawarra, which is a gorgeous lake, and we did see it in Blue Sky and that when Arty took us on a tour around the area, telling us the history of it as well as places he's lived and jobs. Because one of the cool things is when you have the occupation or occupations Arty's had, there's a lot of stuff in this area he helped build.
Right.
So it's really kind of cool to say, hey, I helped lay all that roadway there, or lay the rail bed there, or help build this house here and help build that house. So, I mean, we've gotten to see a lot of the area. And with Joyce and me, we love seeing the different architecture. We find houses where we go, well, that's kind of Spanish colonial, but it's kind of Mediterranean. It's kind of, it's such a mix here.
We were having that debate yesterday in Parramatta because I took them out of. Hey, guess why I didn't move to Sydney? Well, look, Sydney's still.
All right, bye, Jackie.
I assume you didn't move to Sydney because everybody else has. Man, is that overcrowded?
That's a packed city.
Yeah.
Well, it has grown a lot in the last just 10 years itself. I mean, there's some parts of it was just like.
There's more high rises in Sydney than all of Germany combined. And that's not an exaggeration. And I'll call a high rise any building over 20 stories.
Yeah.
There's more in Sydney than all of Germany.
Keep an eye out on Anthony's channel because it did take a shot of that in Parramatta, the government house.
Yes.
In Parramatta.
Right.
And if you look at that and then look at the other pictures that he's done.
Right.
You really like, wow. Now, Parramatta was basically the second settlement of Sydney. And I took them out the touristy traps and I thought, bugger this, we're going to go up the river. And I have not been up that river for a very, very long time myself. And it was an eye-opener just to see the differences of what's been developed. Like I showed them where the old armaments depot used to be for the Navy, and it's all been done up as a walkway and as a park. And I've got to give credit to the people there and the councils and whatnot in the area that have turned that very, very nice. And some of it was actually, believe it or not, as I said to them.
Yeah, when he first said we were going to get some Parramatta, I thought it was going to be an Italian sandwich, but no, it's a big suburb of Sydney that is the second settlement, right?
But yeah, it's a second settlement.
But it was cool. But like they have this old town hall, and in the middle of the old town hall, they rebuilt, unless I'm screwing that up with somewhere else, that gigantic tower in the middle of it.
Moonsville, just south of that is Crime Central. I mean, they did get to witness some of it yesterday before the rain came in. We did have the police choppers circling around us. I mean, in the area.
If it's Crime Central, I don't know if that would be the case anymore because most of those buildings are, if not luxury, they're definitely upper middle class and upper class. Considering that is just a suburb of Sydney, it's more developed.
We didn't get that far in Parramatta either.
Any city's going to have a.
Montville, I don't know how long it's been since you've been down in Parramatta, but I'll tell you what, I had to look 3 times because just even Even around Church Street, the Church Street Mall, and near the station, or north of the station, I was like, this is all changed. A question: have the Aussies forgiven you for running
with the first price in beef? I don't quite get that question, John.
the raffle?
First prize in beef. Have they forgiven us? They loved me. They gave it to me.
Yeah, they did, and it was
I
really
had to bloody
tasty
cook
too.
it up for it.
He
you know?
did.
We have met. I mean, now
Yeah.
this may come as a surprise to some of you because you see Arty, but we have met many friendly Aussies.
Oh, stop spreading false rumors, we asshole.
Yeah, they try to put it out that the Aussie, no, the stereotype in America is that the Aussies are fun-loving, friendly, happy-go-lucky people for the most part, and we're actually kind of seeing that.
Hi, Mark.
Hey, Mark, how are you? The Aussies have been to us very, very friendly. I had a chat yesterday morning before we left Sydney. I just walked outside to see what the morning was like and got met by a Paul Hogan wannabe. He's like, "Good day, mate. Lovely day." Yeah, and we just start talking about stuff.
Paul Hogan's an Aussie.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just saying you talked to him as we were leaving the hotel later because that was the guy sitting in the bar. Very friendly chap, smiling at, welcome to Australia. It's just because Joyce and I, and since Randall's the only other American in here that I know of, we try very hard to break the stereotypes of the ugly American traveler. We are always very friendly and polite to everybody we meet, except for a specific idiot on the mountain roadway coming down.
Hey, creepy.
There's bad drivers everywhere.
Creepy. Have you got the fluffy handcuffs ready?
We got our own
fluffy handcuffs.
Yeah, fluffy ones.
Fluffy handcups,
Usually
sissies.
Fuzzy.
It's all right. We still got this. We still got all the good stuff in the bedroom. What was it? No, we won't go there. We'll keep that. We'll keep that under the hat. But yeah. But let's put it this way: if Anthony misbehaves, Joyce can have some fun with the straps. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it'll be the other way around.
No love.
What? No bad clothing. No.
That must be
apparently another
joke. Yeah.
No, see, and Joyce is proudly wearing. I mean, I don't know if you saw it earlier, but Joyce is proudly wearing her Australian hoodie she bought.
Yeah.
I bought the T-shirts. This already is one of my favorite places in Australia, and I don't mean.
Yeah, the shame that.
I mean, this was already.
Stop, Anthony. Just
It's
move
shame
on.
that it's taken. It really is. But I can see.
Move on.
I can see why you like.
It's a beautiful place. Oh my God, it was so beautiful there.
Not everybody can experience
And
that.
even the beach at what was it, Bombo?
Bombo,
yeah, second syllable stress, Bombo. That was pretty. And then even today we went down to Wollongong Harbor. That was very cool, watching the waves coming in, crashing, breaking in after the storm.
We were rooting for them to smash it.
No, we're not going to make it to Brisbane. And yes, I hear how beautiful Brisbane is. The biggest thing I've learned about Australia since I've been here is that Bluey is based in Brisbane. I did not know which Australian city it was based on, but it's based on Brisbane.
Well, the only way we're going to come up to Brisbane, then, Monsville, is if I can bring the female blues team up there so we can beat the Maroons. That's the only way I'm coming up there because the guys can't play. At least the girls can play. They know to play like rugby.
I mean, and we got to see Sydney at one of its highlights where it's doing its Festival of Lights or whatever you call it.
Vivid Sydney.
Vivid Sydney. That was really cool. So it was really on.
Yeah, I
It's
thought
right.
the
It's a
boats
cool
were
city.
fun.
I mean, at the risk of offending, I won't say it's my favorite city, but it was definitely a very cool city to go to.
I was
but-
just disappointed like on that dinner cruise that we
Yeah.
didn't actually get
The-
to what it was.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
we took a dinner cruise, okay, and Arty paid for this. Arty paid for this, so I don't feel like I can grumble because Arty paid for it, and treated us to it. But they did not really create, the whole point of this. It's the harbor cruise. It's a dinner cruise to see the lights. But basically, some people got lucky enough to sit at the tables because it was just random.
At the windows, yeah.
And they got to sit next to the windows. Anybody else who wanted to see had to go and stand over the people eating to look out the windows and take pictures. Now, you could see the stuff very wonderfully from your seat. I will say that. I could sit where we were sitting and look out the windows and see it all. But if you wanted to take a picture or film it, you weren't allowed to go outside. You weren't allowed to go out and film it from any section of the ship. And so you literally had to walk over and lean over other people while they're eating or hoping they were done to take pictures.
Yeah.
Now, the problem is I still thought it was an awesome cruise, amazing sights. We got to see more of Sydney and all lit up. So it was beautiful. The problem is the way they did the meal and the seating. They could have moved all the tables in a little bit and then created a walkway near the windows to make it easy for everybody.
Yeah. Like as a host, like taking them up there. I mean, I'm going to say how much I paid. I paid $100 for that 3-course shitty meal. Really, I didn't enjoy
The
it.
desserts were awesome, but
the dessert was the only good thing out of the whole.
Okay, because when Arty booked it, it said a choice of salad or ravioli for first course, and then mushroom ravioli or salad. So he ordered the salads because he knows I don't like a lot of things. And then the meal was a choice of chicken or fish. Crispy chicken or fish. So he ordered chicken for all of us. And then you had dessert. Well, when we get there, all of a sudden the menu cards at the table say there's only the ravioli, which three mushroom ravioli. I don't like mushrooms. So I wasn't going to eat it. Joyce doesn't like mushrooms, so she wasn't going to eat it. Arty doesn't mind it, but it was cold.
Yeah.
It was cold. So we sat there and get this out of here when they came back. Then it said on the card, chicken and fish served alternatively. In other words, they're just going to go, you get fish, you get chicken, you get fish, you get chicken, you get fish, you get chicken. And our table came with 2 chickens, 1 fish. And Arty won the chicken. Joyce won the chicken. I don't like chicken and I really don't like fish, but I just said, I'll take the fish. You guys take the chicken and I'll.
By the way, did you enjoy the fish?
It was not great fish. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great because I don't like fish to begin with, but there are some fish that I'll go, that's okay. This was meh. I could have eaten it without offending a host, but
no, you're not offending me.
Greg, how are you, sir? Great to have you here.
But the thing was, and the music, I mean, she was just flat. We had live music, it was flat. And guitar player only seemed to play about 2, 3.
Wait, Jim from Hover Motion's here too. Jim, hey Jim. Hello from down under.
Yeah. But I mean, I paid $100 a head for that and because I expected we're going to see the lights and everything else. Because that's a whole part of the package. It's a vivid light festival. So there's a 3-hour cruise on the harbour so you can see the lights and have dinner.
And it was only 2 hours.
Friendly people, crap customer service.
Now I will not crap on the customer service. Okay, I won't crap on the waiters and servers. They were fine.
They were nice.
It was how the people who ran the ship decided to do things. These poor saps can only do it. That's why we didn't yell at them.
No,
we didn't take it out on them.
We would have been better off. We would have been. I know it would have been a little bit colder,
right?
But I mean, I was willing to put up with the cold. But the $5 ferry that goes around the harbour, we would have been able to get a better view like what I did last year.
Pictures.
Like the last year that I'd done was off normal ferry service.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah. So
right.
you would have gotten better views of the lights, would have taken a little bit longer, and would have been colder. But yeah, I mean, I understand that. But
Might
again,
have
it
found
was,
a better meal.
I mean, unless he asked us to pay him back for it.
Yeah, because-
It was free to us. So I'm not gonna great views. The boat ride was awesome.
It was better, yeah.
I loved the views we saw. We got to see many things we wouldn't have seen otherwise. So I don't have a complaint on the boat ride at all. The dessert was good, but yeah, the way they misadvertised the meal, and then the way they served it. And again, not how they served it in terms of here's your food. They were very polite, very friendly, but it was how they seemed to change it. Online, it was choice of chicken or fish. And then when you get there, it's like, no,
You have
one
no
person,
choice.
you have no choice. Chicken, fish, chicken, fish, chicken, fish. So if you have 6 people at your table, 3 are getting fish, 3 are getting chicken. Period.
Because I booked that on in February, the cruise. That's how far in advance I had to book it, so we don't miss out. And there was 3-4 other cruises that I looked at, and they were right high price, but believe it or not, they all had the same menu.
Right.
But I don't know.
All the
I'm not
Thomas,
going to do it again. Let's put it this way.
all the Thomas Cook or Captain Cook, not Thomas Cook.
cruises.
Thomas Cook is the British Airway.
They-
Captain Cook
Captain
boats
Cook
had the
cruises.
same menu.
Yeah.
So you could have taken the non-dinner meal, saved a bit of money, and had the same experience that we had. Other than, again, we did enjoy the dessert. The dessert was very good.
Yeah, I did too. I mean, that pine line pie that they gave me, whatnot, and the cream, that was nice.
Yeah.
I've got to say that was enjoyable.
We had the chocolate raspberry,
183.
and that was really good. Yep.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that.
Hi,
G'day,
Tom.
Toms.
Hey, Tom, how are you? Is it the TV still on out there?
Yeah.
Where's Her Majesty? She's
And
there.
rabbit's eating her dinner, so
No, it's him, which is over here.
So, yeah.
Oh,
And by the way, so obviously all of you that have been posting videos, so many of you have posted videos, and I know it's not a big deal to you, but it is to me. I'm sorry I'm not able to come into the live streams or comment. It's just I don't have time to watch YouTube right now. We're
Kevin, I'm busy.
yeah,
he's keeping us busy. But
Hey.
also when Joyce and I
Hi, thanks for coming in.
Okay, thank you. Hi, take care. And again, we will be streaming again later today for you guys. Tomorrow for us, but later today for you guys. But you know, like when Joyce and I travel and we come in for the evening, I can go over in Germany
Hey, you're up early, Tom.
and we'll watch TV, or I'll watch YouTube. Joyce will read a book, so I can keep up with quite a few videos when we travel to Germany. But here we're with Arty, so we're chatting and talking until it's bedtime. So it's just
They're on holiday. Yeah, that's right. They're on a holiday. But I'm making them work. Yeah, I mean, they got to work off the feed.
help us, slave labor.
What do you mean slave labor? Look where you come to.
I said that's the
You
one
come
thing.
to Convict Island. What do you expect?
Convict Island, yeah, fit right in.
Enjoy your vacation.
Although I will say, you visited there again today. Just one of the weird things. I've been through Germany. I've been through large parts of Austria and even into northwestern Czech Republic. I've never seen a Portuguese butcher shop where it specializing in Portuguese. I've seen Hungarian, I've seen Italian, Polish, never seen Portuguese. I come down
Thanks
here.
for popping in, Jim.
All right, Jim. Thank
All right,
you
Jim.
for saying hello. It's great to see you, sir.
Shit, that just reminded me. I left something in the car. I'll be back.
Uh-oh.
Back in a minute.
Ooh.
I'll be
Left
back
something in the
minute.
car.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not see your last
talking
two.
about meat. I better go and get some.
Oh, it's salami.
Oh, right. He left his.
That's cool.
That'll lead to some very good jokes when he
Yes,
comes
it
in.
will. Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to catch up with.
Yeah, so I don't know how Fredo did in the last
Fredo,
one because I saw you put
yeah.
up a short and then 2 videos, like a 48-minute video. So you have to let me know how he did. It's been a little thin on the model railroading side. I understand. We went to one shop in Sydney and probably half his, it was a hobby shop, so it wasn't just trains, but probably half his stock was brass and silver models, and they were in the hundreds and hundreds of Australian dollars, thousands.
Yeah.
There were a couple of, like, he had a couple of Hornby and Bachmann locos that were like 40, $50 that I didn't pay much attention to what, but they were steam locos. So I didn't really pay attention to what class they were, but he had a couple of them. He did have a couple of LMS coaches. I was considering buying, but the one was he wanted $50 Australian, which again is about 33 American, and I could usually find those for $10 to $20 online on Hobby when they're available. That's the issue.
Yeah.
This one was there now, but I just felt it was a little too steep for a very basic Bachmann LMS coach. He went beast mode at Bristol and Fantech.
God.
Oh, cool.
Glad to hear that, Ray.
Because, the last one I saw, he won the race. The last one I watched, he won his first race. Oh, you didn't see that one? Oh, that's right. You were still at, you were working, yeah. Fredo Baggino. But, yeah, it's been, it's tough because Australia is so large. And of course there's differences, there's differences between, all the way up to Darwin, all the way over Adelaide, Brisbane, Sydney. We're going to go see Melbourne.
He's saying 50 Aussie is a good price.
50 Aussie is cheap for a very basic. Okay, well, there you go. A lot of other stuff you had there was expensive. We were up to 19. Now we're down to 12. So a lot of people have left.
Yeah.
Normal.
Oh,
so yeah, these were, I guess I just felt I could do better price wise. Hey, Sparky came in. Hello.
No, we've not been to any piers with penguins.
We went to the Sanctuary Zoo.
That had the koalas and kangaroos. That we did.
We got to see the koalas, and we even got to play with a koala. You had to pay an extra 20. Was it 10 or 20 to hold the koala?
Oh gosh, I don't know.
They were charging money to let you to actually fully hold the koala and get your picture taken.
Right.
And then and we did not go to the penguin place yet, but that is on the plans next week. Right now, the big thing is the 5 days we're going to be heading down to Melbourne and back. We'll go about halfway tonight, tomorrow morning. We'll go halfway tomorrow morning through the day, and we're going to stop off and visit Gary. Creepy 013.
Sparky's on the Eastern time zone too. So you've had at least 3 people.
Sparky's up. He might be getting ready to go to work.
Yeah, I think you are catching some of them.
Well, actually, it's Saturday there for the. No, it's Friday for them.
It's Friday.
It's Friday for them. It's Friday for everybody for this time period right now. It's Friday.
Yeah, we've heard that. We've heard that it's very cold.
Yes.
So.
Rug up. Yeah, we're going south. Yeah, we're not in Montreal. Yeah, we're going to Mexico. It's cold there.
Yeah, what's really weird is that the temperature outside and inside is about where I would normally just be wearing a long sleeve T-shirt, but for whatever reason, I've been cold.
One meat's bigger than his.
He went into a Portuguese shop and he's been playing with his meat nonstop.
Hey,
yeah,
you ate
you're
some of it
first in the time zone, indeed.
You did eat some of it tonight, remember?
We had the steak. Mini carnival, it's not very good.
The
old jail you can walk through.
The old jail. I would actually want to take him up to the old jail.
Yeah,
somebody
Yeah,
else
if
said
it
they
fits in,
wanted
it fits
to.
in because we're just flying down there. He's got a cousin that lives there. And
We're
we'll be
not flying down there. We're driving.
all right. We're driving down there. You're right.
We're
We're driving.
driving down, we're flying back to Canberra.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, that's
Yeah, because we're going to visit Australia's capital. Although pretty much everything's in Sydney, but it is Australia's capital in Canberra.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
No, you did eat my meat.
it's gonna be the trip.
Don't be weird, Arty.
You're making it weird, Artie.
Damn weird.
But it's really, this is about the trip. It's not so much that that going to Melbourne is like, oh, we got to go to Melbourne. It's Greg is down there, and since we were this close to him, we thought if possible we could go see him, and he's agreed. So we set a time and a day. Just hopefully we'll be on time. Hopefully the weather will permit us. Yes, it is colder down there. What's special about a Portuguese salami? I don't know, but
That's
Artie,
Actually,
That's to Arty.
Artie loves to play with his Portuguese salami.
it's not a Portuguese salami.
It's probably
a
something.
Hungarian salami.
It's probably something
It
from
is
Artie's
it is
sailing
a
days.
Hungarian
Oh, that's true. It's a
salami.
Hungarian.
You had the.
It's a Hungarian sausage he got from a Portuguese place.
You had I got that from when we were in Wollongong.
Oh, that's right. You got the steaks from the
I got
Portuguese
the
place.
rump from the Portuguese.
That's right. Artie, I forgot. You're right. I got that whole story backwards. Yeah. Artie picked up his Hungarian sausage at the mall, and he's been waving it around all through the mall. I'm surprised he hasn't been arrested, but apparently Australians are pretty liberal about that kind of stuff.
Oh, we are.
As long as it's not a knife.
Yeah.
Yeah, with that new law that they just passed in New South Wales, you won't have any Paul Hogan's going, knife? That's not a knife. This is a knife. Arrest him! Yeah, the Great Ocean Road. We're not doing that. This is the wrong time of year to really try to do that, I think. And it's also just longer. It's a great drive. But again, we are down here in their winter, which we knew coming down. But that's, unfortunately, we can travel when it's our summer, which is Australian winter.
I'm still teaching. Yeah.
The long and winding road.
It is unique. I was also.
We had discussed it, but elected, yeah.
Yeah. There is Phillip Island, which is probably about an hour and a bit's drive from where we're staying at. But we'll see how we go. Because I still got other places. I was still a couple more places I would want to show them up here.
Yeah, we still got things to do in town here, but when we've had the free time, the weather hasn't cooperated.
Yeah,
We've got a beautiful Buddhist temple and park up here to go see. We still have not really, other than the first tour you did, we have not gone down to the lake to really check out the lake, and it's beautiful. I mean, this is a beautiful region. It's one of the prettiest pieces of the world that I've had the fortune to see. And again, I have been through Northern Wales, all through Snowdonia, courtesy of Alan Wiles at Dragon Junction. Joyce and I have been all through Germany and the Bohemian part of Czech Republic. And we've been through the UK, beautiful country everywhere. I won't say one place is more beautiful than the other, but this is our first time seeing it's the Tasman Sea. It's not the Pacific Ocean, but same idea.
Well, it depends which way you're facing.
Well, we were talking to some people, and they said that you actually have to get up to Newcastle, where the division is.
Yes. Yeah, well, Newcastle or north of Sydney, basically.
Right.
But yeah, that's right. I want to take them up the Blue Mountains.
And,
that's where I want to take them.
When you talk about Australia, of course, it's a country, but it is a continent, and you can fit all the United States in Australia. So, if you said, hey, I'm going to the United States for 2 weeks, well, you could spend 2 weeks in New York and not see everything in New York. Or you can try to drive across the country, in which case you're going to see a lot of little things, but you're not going to experience it. So to us, this is the best of both worlds. We're living in Australia. We are living we haven't met the neighbors per se, but we've already had a cookout and met some great people. We met Richard, and we had Les from West. It's not Western. It's WEU. It's We Us Co Railroad. It is We Us Co Railroad. We met
Yeah.
Les, wonderful chap, brilliant man. Wow, that man's got some stories and can talk about things he's built and made and created. And his son is in a really is a rock band
No,
or more country. They were country. Yeah, his son's a performer. We really were going to talk to Les about seeing if his son wanted to sing a couple of our songs, for a couple of my parody songs. And there's so many people. There's Robin who comes into Arty's streams, but she's on the other side of the country.
Right.
She's north.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, she's on the other side that way, not that way.
She's on the other side of Sydney.
She's on the other end. She's on the other side of Sydney, quite a ways. You got Monsville that we've gotten to know in the last few months. Would be nice to meet Mon.
Yeah.
But you know, people we have known, Gary. That's I still think his Crystal Cavern tunnel for his layout was one of the coolest things.
Yeah, I don't have it still up.
Right. I don't know if he still has it up, but it was so cool. The video and pictures are still there, I believe. But we're going to try to do the Blue Mountains when we come back. But we've been to Saddleback Mountain.
Yep.
Went to the top of that. We saw the waterfall, begins with an F. Fitzroy. The Fitzroy waterfall, which was really cool.
Yeah.
The road up and down was a little hairy for me. I don't like heights and tight, narrow roads on the side of mountains. And then you have these really tight hairpin curves. And Arty was doing the speed limit. And there was this guy that was just riding our bumper all the way down. And Arty, for the third time, Arty's doing the speed limit. And then he just starts. So finally, we have this wide out around a what do you call that? A hairpin turn, a hairpin curve around a side of the mountain. We went a little bit wide, and this guy just floored it easily 100 miles an hour, just past us into that curve, and went tearing off down the mountain. Some Australian state highway truck or whatever, it has all the cones for when they're doing road construction or whatever. He got pissed and went around us. And those two son of a bitches, we get into back into whatever city it was, whether it was
Albion Park is one of our suburbs.
Albion Park. We get into basically coming into the Wollongong outer area, and we're right behind them.
Yeah, they gain nothing.
And in fact, the one guy was stuck in a lane and we were turning. So Arty just drove right past him and just started wailing on the horn. And, was it worth it? Was all that road rage and idiocy and risking our lives worth it? And we still got ahead of you.
Yeah.
So anyway, the Blue Mountains are on the...
That's going to be on the list.
Yeah, Blue Mountains are on the list.
I was going to take them to, which is one of the attractions up in the Blue Mountains, which is the Genola Caves. Apparently it is, or I have looked it up tonight. Sadly, it has been closed to the public because of the wet weather, and there's only one access road in now. We don't have the two, so they've actually closed it up because they have been getting a lot of flooding down there. And it's not safe. I mean, that's
they've been having rock slides.
Well, we had rock slide here last night.
Yeah. All right, Martin O'Keefe. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us.
Not actually here. I mean, up in the escarpment, up in the hillside here. When I woke up this morning and had a look outside, and I could actually see the rock fall that Creeper will know where the rock snow sheds are on the Moss Whale line. There's been a big rock fall up there last night, so you can imagine what it's like up in Blue Mountains there, because they copped a fair beating after us.
Yes, they did.
So the Blue Mountains still going to be good. It's going to be a nice trip up there. To save on time instead of going by train, which is going to take us all day to get there.
It doesn't consistently beep, but it does beep when he goes over the speed limit.
Yeah, let's know for sure.
What's that?
Does your car beep at you when you go over the speed limit? It beeps when you first break the speed limit, and then it just shows a little red flag in the speed limit thing.
This weekend, I am not going to be able to afford to go speeding because we have this thing called double demerit points for for a
Right,
long weekend,
yeah.
and the fine's double. So
Wow.
the $400 fine will end up being $800. So
Right.
I am
Yikes.
going to be on my best behaviour. Plus,
Mm-hmm.
my buddy Anthony here doesn't like me doing rally driving. So it's taking
Not down the mountain.
I don't mind going
We're all
fast.
fine.
I just don't like driving down next to the side of mountains where, oh, look, it's 1,000 feet down. And if we skid, we hit that and go over the edge. Yeah.
So now I've got to drive slower than my grandma. So, yeah. It's all right, buddy.
See, get me on a nice American highway, nice and straight. I'll be doing massive speeds. I don't obey speed limits.
Okay, just screw this for a minute.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
It's actually amazing to hear Arty's ringtone because it's not the music you expect Arty to listen to. I don't know what music I expect him to listen to, but that's not it.
Speaking of, we keep getting calls in the middle of the night because
Oh my God!
the Eastern time zone.
All the spam calls from the U.S. are
Ay,
waking
ay.
us up 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. Joyce turns her phone off. I leave my phone on because
second call, I turn it off. Hey, Sir Alan.
well, hi, my lord, Lord of the Levees, and he even has his official new T-shirt. You didn't see that video. I watched it this morning.
Okay.
I did watch. That was a video while Arty was out. I was able to watch.
Gotcha.
Better not go to New Zealand then. Yeah, I mean, I do not like being. I go to the heights because I do love the views, but some of the highways in the mountains I don't like, and so Joyce will often drive. But like the ones we had going up to Saddleback Mountain were very, very. I could have used one of my pills. I was a little uptight because those were some tight curves.
Well, and Arty decided to get you down the mountain pretty fast, so he did take a very steep, windy road all the way down.
Yep.
But it was okay. Yeah, we did fine.
And we went out on the platform, which I didn't stay long on the platform. I got a little bit of video and then stepped back, and then Joyce went and took the video and did more to really get the good views of the falls.
Yeah.
But it was a really special. We love what we've seen. If we were going home tomorrow, we would have said we had a great trip. We had a great trip.
Mm-hmm.
If we were going home tomorrow, we would have said this was worth coming down. And so we knew we weren't going to see everything. And no matter what you see, there's going to be somebody who's been down here and maybe had more time. They're going to say, oh, you went here and you didn't go here. Oh, you didn't go see this and you didn't go see that. Or you got to do this. I'm a simple man. Standing on a beach and watching the ocean waves roll in is ecstasy for me.
It is very cool. Indeed.
Joyce and Arty are hanging back towards the back of the beach, and I'm like, I can't stand here and just watch it from here. And I'm walking down to the water line and playing in the water like a 10-year-old or a 6-year-old because I've got to do it. I can't tell you how many times we've been in places where I'm like, take your shoes off, roll up your pants, or just say screw it and go in. But a couple of places it would be dangerous, and I know it would be dangerous, but the pull to get into that water,
rocks, yeah.
There's rocks, potential rip tides. The water comes in, splashes, and pulls you back out. It would not be smart. It would not be prudent to go into the water there. But I can't go to a water place and not get in the water. I don't care how cold it is. I've got to get in.
Yeah, we understand.
We know Monsville. There are some places that, like, you go to Minnesota in the winter, and if you want to have a really white Christmas experience and blah, 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 yeah, that's what it is. But you're not going to see all the other great things. But
and this is the time of year we can travel.
But we're happy. And again, we didn't come to Australia to see Melbourne or to experience something in Melbourne. We didn't come to Australia to see Sydney and experience Sydney. We knew we were going to see the Harbor Lights, and of course, you got to see the bridge and you got to see the Opera House. But even in winter, what Joyce and I have been really having some fun with is just the different the totally different, completely alien to us flora. The fauna too, the animals as well, but these flowering plants and you know, people tell us, oh, they get much prettier in the summer. It's like they're gorgeous now.
Yeah,
we'll
pretty,
take that, you know.
Yeah, we went through the botanical gardens
Because
in
even if
Sydney,
it's
and
winter
it was
here,
still really pretty.
even if it's winter here, there are flowers in bloom. There are trees still are green. We did see somewhere today when we were in Wollongong that the trees were they had lost some leaves and the leaves had turned a bit.
All right, thanks.
All right, Tom. Thanks for. And yeah, the Antarctic, but you know, you guys are closer to the Antarctic circle than we are in Toledo to the Arctic circle, but we know we get the Arctic blast. We get those that push down to Toledo. We understand that. So again, we knew what we were getting into, and we're people of simple pleasures. I think
so.
You know, we don't need. We're not night clubbers. Not the nightlife. We're seeing flowers and we're seeing the beautiful coastline and oceans. And to be honest, the fact that it is winter, I think, has played into our hands because, as I was saying at the start of the stream, and some people didn't hear it, we went to Kiama. Kiama is this beach area, and it's got lava rocks. You know, it's old volcano area, and the waves are crashing over the old volcanic rock, and it is absolutely gorgeous there. There's a lighthouse there. If you walk around to the White House where it's just the ocean side, all we saw was mountain, forest to the sides, and ocean in front of us. The Tasman Sea, to be specific. Nothing human. Now, if it were summer, maybe you got the yachters out there and the sailboaters out there and the luxury boats sailing back and forth and around and the parasailers and all that. So by being there in winter, maybe that discouraged a lot of people being there, but it's the first major natural environment place, and I've been to many, where I got to stand someplace and saw no evidence of humans. I've been on the North Sea. I've been on the English Channel. I've been on the North Sea, both from the continental side and the English side. I've been at the Irish Sea. We've been at the English Channel, the Firth of Forth, and so forth up in Edinburgh, and whatever large body of water we were seeing from Cardiff. And always when you look out, there are boats and parasailers and that when we're traveling in Europe. None of that. None of that. I mean, if you turn this way and turn 90 degrees and look that way, then you see some of the luxury homes and the vacationer stuff. But you could stand here and with your peripheral vision, it was all nature. Nothing human.
I was questioning if that's the Tasman Sea.
No, it is the Tasman Sea according to the books, all the way up to Newcastle. At Newcastle, off the coast of Newcastle, is where it splits.
Yeah, I believe you. You got some very...
Now, I mean, I can do inland. I can do some inland stuff. Like I can go in parts of Michigan where, yeah, for a few miles, I wouldn't see homes or anything like that. But where you actually go to see the actual nature, think Niagara Falls, or think any famous beach in the world. You know, like we were in Honolulu and went down to the beach. Parasailers and boating excursions and yachts and sailboats and motorboats, etc. There's always something human going on between you and the natural wonder you're trying to see. And at Kiama, there were lots of people behind us, around us, waiting their turn, but we could go there and there was just looking out to eternity and no signs of modern world. It would have been the same view or a similar view, because obviously the terrain changes over thousands of years, that the first humans to walk to that place would have seen. Somebody would have walked out near that rock formation and looked out and seen what I see, because there was nothing that really was different. It was just ocean and mountains and trees.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. Amazing.
Sean, we did not see a platypus. We went somewhere where we could have
We
seen a
tried to
platypus.
see platypus. They said they were there, but we just couldn't see them.
Did not
Didn't get a
up,
chance.
Did not pop up to show themselves. So like I say, we tried.
We tried, but we did get to. Now we only saw gray kangaroos. We did not get to go. We haven't seen big red ones, but again, you got to understand. To you Australians, to those of you from Australia here, what is every day to you is totally new and foreign to us. Even, for example, cockatoos. Now, I can go into a pet store in Toledo and somebody will probably have cockatoos. But to see all the different varieties you have down here and to see them in the wild and to have them fighting in the trees.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the red-tailed cockatoos. Wow. Whoa, you want to talk about a beautiful bird. The males are all black with when they splay their tail feathers out, you get this amazing bit of red mixed in with the black, and the females have a goldish color in the tails. Beautiful. Oh my God. I never even heard of those birds before.
Yeah.
And wow, amazing. I keep getting laughed at by Arty and even a bit with Joyce. We went to this animal park and walking free are peacocks and peahens. Okay, that's no big deal. I've been to parks in America where they had an albino. They had an albino peacock. I know the potential for albino peacocks exists because anything can be albino, although reptiles tend to have a higher percentage. But I never expected to see an albino peacock. Never heard of one, never saw one until I'm flipping out over that. I'm like, oh my God, it's it. Joyce is messing with a macaw that is a comedian. So seeing these big, beautiful macaws, the blue and yellow. There's this one, I forget his name. Was he Mac or something like that? They call him Mackie or something like that. Mackie talks to you like, hello. What's your name? Hello.
I think all he had was hello.
And then you come over, and as soon as you come close, hello. And as soon as you get close to him and go, hello, he squawks as loud as he can. And the keepers there say he does this on purpose. He loves the reaction he gets from kids and adults that freak. He likes to mess with you. Yeah. So that was hilarious. But all these different birds that we've either only seen pictures of in books or, seen clipped wing versions, and plus all the things we'd never seen. I've been to petting zoos as a kid where they had wallabies and that, but to see the number of kangaroos we saw, I got to hang out with a couple of kangaroos. And yeah, lorikeets. We saw lorikeets.
Yeah, they are very noisy birds indeed.
Yeah. So it's been brilliant. The simple things, just the plants, the palm trees. Okay.
Palm trees. Yeah.
We don't have palm trees in Toledo. You can go to a garden shop and buy a small one.
And saw them abusing.
Yeah. In Wollongong, they abuse their palm trees. They force them into bizarre shapes and make them grow awkwardly. They bend them and bind them and twist them. I don't know what sort of sick, twisted palm tree S&M they practice up in Wollongong, but it's definitely kinky.
One that's hanging.
Yeah, and they have one that's hanging in midair.
I took pictures of those.
Yeah. We'll get them on Facebook when I get a chance. I got to get them off your phone onto the computer. On the camera and get them onto the computer. Yeah. And to be honest, Sparky, the gum trees are amazing, but the things that are really amazing are the olive trees and fig trees. Those are the ones.
Oh, the fig trees are beautiful. They're so grand. Just the trunk goes on and on and on and on.
Yeah. The fig trees are amazing. There's one that's up on top of a hill in this area where I wonder how big it is when you get up there, because it's on a hill that's quite a ways away, and
Mm-hmm.
it's by itself, and it's still so huge. You see how its canopy is monstrous from here. I
Mm-hmm.
can imagine what it would be when you actually get close to it. It's just a monster tree standing lonely at the top of a hill over there. It's just amazing. So the gum trees, but the fig trees really blow our minds. They're just they got some really old ones. There's a couple of them they're saying they estimate they're 3,000 years old. Just wow. Mind blowing just to see all the different flora here, the flowers, the way the just yeah,
Lightning attraction points.
lightning direction points.
Attraction.
Oh, big trees, lightning attraction points. Well, there's that too. um, but even the storms coming in, the cloud formations are a little different. In fact, I said the only negative is that Joyce and I haven't been able to get out and just do a couple of our own little exploratory walks because the weather has not been cooperating. And between weather and plans with Arty, we haven't been able to get out. The only other thing is that we've yet to have a clear evening. I just want to go out and see the stars. I want to see if I look up at the stars, A, I want to see the Southern Cross, and B, I just want to see if I look at the sky, does my brain immediately realize these stars are different than what we see in I know they're different, but would my brain go look up at the sky and go, this is different?
Mm-hmm.
My brain knows it's different, but do you just look up at the sky and go, oh, it's stars? Or do you go, wait, these stars are in totally different places? Where's the big, normally the Ursa Minor's over here and the Big Dipper's here, and this is shining here and this is shining there. And yeah, it just, we haven't had a chance. It's been cloudy or overcast every night so far. Yeah, palm tree roots are monsters. Yes. There is a really fat and big palm tree 2 doors or 3 doors down that Arty says they need to cut it down because those roots will destroy the foundation of that house. But yeah, it's been an amazing adventure so far. We still got 10 days to go. Oh, the boas trees. Yeah. And, I don't think in my life I'll ever get to Western Australia. I think this is probably going to be my only trip to Australia. 14-hour plane rides are just something I'm not going to get better at as the years go by. But the offer was made and we said, what the hell, once is better than no times. And who knows, maybe because I made a joke and apparently it wasn't Joyce disagreed with my joke. I mentioned to Arty, I said, well, we spent 6 hours in Honolulu and I don't feel the need to ever go back to Honolulu. And this one raised her eyebrows with I don't know about that. Apparently she wants to come back to Honolulu and actually spend some time in Honolulu.
Oh. It's interesting. Yeah, it's a long way.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Because it's a continent. It is a continent.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing that can be done for it. It's a continent. But it's the same thing. Even with all my trips to Germany, I have not seen and probably will not see everything I want to see in Germany. Not to mention Europe. I still have dreams of getting down to Romania. And there's a couple of things I'd like to see in the Baltic states. I don't have any desire to go to say the African savanna or North Africa or really anything Mediterranean. Although as I'm getting older, the Amalfi Coast of Italy is drawing my attention more and more. The Riviera, I think, just is not my thing. And everybody has their beautiful, the places they think are beautiful. Alan at Buckland Junction, he does these beautiful trips into France and down to Spain, and it's gorgeous country, and he loves it. He's in love with this place. And I understand loving these places that you don't live in, but I could go back to Cardiff, and Joyce and I could spend the rest of our life in Cardiff if we had our family with us and be happy there. Today's dinner Pirna in Germany, among many places in Germany we love. When we lived on Bold Street in Liverpool, it was amazing. It was such a beautiful vibe. The people there were just beautiful. So every place is beautiful.
Hi, Andy.
Well, hi, Andy, hot dog pilot Andy.
Good, Andy, how are you?
So, and obviously the Southern Cross is a big deal because it's on the New Zealand flag and it's on the Australian flag. It is on the New Zealand flag, right? You both have the Southern Cross. Theirs is red, yours is white.
The only difference is the other stuff.
Plans to rail fan. No, I am not a true rail fanner. I do try to get some pictures of some trains, and we have seen trains, some different trains.
Some time in the Sydney.
But we don't go out to the rail lines because I'm not a rail fanner. We're going out and videotaping trains.
Dragon Junction. Well, you did get the shot of the first train.
Yeah, I did. I did get some, but so no, we don't have anything. When Joyce and I travel, as much as I'm into my German trains and stuff like that, one thing we do now, the last few trips, is we're looking for model train shops, because I'm into model trains, but I don't need to go out on a track and see. If I have an opportunity to see some trains, I'll look at them and go, oh, here's some different trains, and I'll take some pictures or video. But I'm not going out to watch trains go through. And again, most of your trains that you see going through here are going to be the freight trains, which if I'm rail fanning, I want to see the passenger trains.
Well, there is one thing we are going to do, though.
Yeah.
We are going to race the XBT.
Right. We're going to see if we can do it.
I've bet it so far, so I think we can do it.
All right. Am I going to see Puffing Billy? I don't know.
Jean-Ricard, we don't know. We'll see how we go.
It's just...
I just spoke to a lady friend of ours that's down there. She won't be on the Puffing
Hi,
Billy.
Andy 81E. We are. Again, we're repeating ourselves. We're repeating ourselves, and we're going to have to get off here relatively soon because we got to start packing for tomorrow. Because it's going to be 5 days, so we really need to pack.
5 pairs of undies, 5 shirts, we'd be right, and a couple of pairs of pants. That's it.
Yep. It is beautiful down here. I am so glad we came. As we've said, if we were going home tomorrow, we would feel this had been a worthwhile, successful trip. Mm-hmm. It has been amazing. And as much as Arty and I banter back and forth, and we even have some political arguments.
And we're still alive. We haven't killed each other over it. It's considering how many things could go wrong, that nothing's gone wrong, because we are sharing his house. We are inconveniencing him. He's had to move out of his room so he could give it to us. Not inconveniencing me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's nice of you to say. He's trying to feed a very picky eater, but he's doing a great job, because that's one thing. Australia, like Germany, doesn't starve you. Yeah. Oh my God, we ate at a sports club up here. One of our first nights here. That's where I won the big package of meat. I asked for a veal dinner, and you got 2 veals this huge, and I ate both of them. I should have eaten one and called it good, but you got 2 of them that big. They don't starve you. And again, the people that we've met have always been very friendly. Australians do seem to want to say good day, and say, and just, they, a simple, hi is not going to go over. They chat with us. It's been brilliant. We really, I can't thank Arty enough for everything he's doing for us. Like I said, and again, this is something we've already talked to Arty, because of the weather. Because we have things we plan to do, like, okay, if the weather's bad, we can go do this. The only thing Joyce and I have not been able to do is just go for, Arty, we're going to give you some peace. We want to just go walk down to the beach ourselves.
There's an umbrella there,
Yeah, there is an umbrella, I don't want to go down there in the rain.
But there's a special umbrella there.
It's been cold and rainy.
There's another umbrella that's a special one. It's been blessed. It's holy.
So it's holy.
Great.
It's been blessed. It's a holy umbrella.
Holy one.
But it's been brilliant. And what we've seen, even if it's only that much of Australia, it's beautiful memories we're going to keep because
Not
we have seen we've seen
soul.
things we've not seen anywhere else, and we won't
Mhm.
see anywhere else because it's down here in Australia. And people like to talk to us. The lady at the Kayama Service Center,
Information center.
Yeah,
the information
she's nice.
center, she was a sweetheart to us. Most of the waiters and waitresses at the restaurants have been really, really nice to us. When we've gone out to eat, the people at the shops, when we talk to people, they hear the accent, they go, "Where are you from?" And we keep giving the story that if you ever see a picture of the United States and you see that part that looks like a mitten, that looks like, a mitten, we're from right there.
I mean, you could just
That's
say
Detroit. That's Detroit, and Toledo's there.
I mean, all you got to say is, we're from the north.
Okay. Yeah, we are from the north, way north.
Yeah, we're Northerners.
Way up north.
But it's just
we're north in our own country, so
north.
The problem is any of you who get our comments on your videos, my comments on your videos, I'm always like, this is cool, that's wonderful, this is awesome, blah blah. You probably get sick of all the what you consider positive hyperbole, but it's not hyperbole. And this is what poor Arty's had to listen to when we go for drives. Yeah. Oh my God, look at that! That is so cool! Oh, that's awesome! Oh my God, I saw some ocean. We're driving to go somewhere, and Arty says, I said, oh my God, I would love to be on that beach. Arty says, you really want to be on that beach? I say, yeah. You really want to go down that beach? Yeah, okay. And he pulls over at this one little parking place he finds, and we walk down.
It's kind of nice he had a place he could
and walked down.
Yeah.
He knew what was there and how to get there, and we walked down to the beach. And Joyce and Arty stayed back at the very end of the beach, the shoreline, even for high tide. And I ran out into the beach and played in the water. I mean, I didn't get my feet in it, but I was playing with the water and put my hands in it, feeling it come up as it came in. I don't, the only emotions I hide well is if I'm really pissed. And, that's like, there's two ways that you might tell I'm pissed. If I'm super silent and you hear a little bit of seething breathing in my teeth. Or you might hear a certain 3-syllable word that when Joyce hears it, she knows I'm pissed. The C word.
Well,
it starts with a C and ends with sucker. If I use that word, that's the run for the hills. Even the F word comes out of me easily, but when I go to the C sucker word, that's my absolute, cocksucker. Yeah, that's my, I'm really, and Joyce hates it when I say it, because that is my absolute, I'm livid and ready to put a fist through a wall.
Actually, no, he hasn't seen one yet. Andy, it has been actually quite cool, and I don't think I have any at the moment because the amount of rain we have here at the moment is, basically keeping them away.
No, I don't want to see.
He's got to put up with me.
I don't want to see. I've seen a brown snake and a red belly at a animal farm through the glass, and whatever the one that's the most poisonous one in Australia. But again, Arty and the Australians tease us about this, but I'm going to go ahead and say this. Australia has this reputation. Everything down here will kill you. And part of that's because of the bravado of Australians. They're like New Yorkers or Texans. Everything's bigger and better. Australia's so big. We got the biggest, most poisonous snake in the world. But the fact is, there's more things that will kill you in the United States. And I'm not even talking the humans.
Oh, sorry.
There's more things that will kill you in the United States than in Australia. We've got more poisonous spiders. We have just as many breeds of poisonous snakes. Now, rattlesnakes, copperheads, and no, not copperheads, cottonmouths, and now my brain, water moccasins, and so on. Their poisons aren't as bad as the brown or the red belly here, but we've got just many poisonous spiders. But we also have bears, mountain lions, depending on where you live. And the thing is, most of the nasty wildlife here will like the snakes and that, they tend to stay out of your way, and you just stay out of their way. And there are certain places, like we walked past an area that was loaded with funnel spiders. Just don't stick your fingers in it. Don't stick your fingers in the web or play with the web. But otherwise, they don't come after you. Like anything, like a black widow, you can sit on a toilet seat and it was on the bottom side and you accidentally just sat on their home. They might come out and bite you in the butt. But otherwise, Australia, I want to say it's overrated in terms of how dangerous it is. Anything's dangerous if you're an idiot. If you go walking into the woods out west, I mean, you know, you got tourists in Yellowstone Park. We were telling you about that, where there's all these signs telling you don't go near the buffalo. But as soon as they see a herd of buffalo, they park the cars and they got their cameras and they go running. And at the risk of sounding horrible, the Japanese are the worst, because they go running out there and there's signs everywhere. Don't go running at and there's 4 Japanese tourists running out there with their cameras going, oh, I've got to get a picture of this. And it's like, you're going to get killed and you have to call them back. You don't have that. I mean, if you go and piss off a red kangaroo, yeah, he might hurt you. But if you don't mess with them, they don't mess with you. But a mountain lion, you can say, oh, look at that mountain lion over there. I'll just walk and ignore him. That mountain lion's going to say, go ahead and ignore me. I'm not going to ignore you. So it's a little bit overrated. It is overrated. You just got to be careful where you're walking or where you're playing around. But I think it's really heavily overblown about how everything down here in Australia can kill you. Now, I know there are certain cities where you can go out there and there are these gigantic spiders this big. We don't have those in Toledo. But to be honest, the big giant spider would scare the crap out of me seeing it. But at the same time, I'd know it's there. Whereas a brown recluse, I don't know where the hell it is. I'm going to put my hand up and pull something out of my garage and oops, he was there.
I'll be back in a minute, folks.
Well, yeah, we're going to wrap this up. Hey, somebody said Magpie Dave.
I'm just going to say mine.
Oh, I hate magpies. You hate magpies, right? Well, Jean Ricard, we were already talking about the humans. It's North America can be a very dangerous place too. You just don't think about it. But and the thing is, like water moccasins and cottonmouths, they are aggressive. A rattlesnake is not aggressive. The rattlesnake will warn you, I'm here. I'm here. Come on, you're getting too close to me. But they'll leave you alone. They won't come after you. Water moccasins, they'll come after you. And so most of the poisonous snakes here really aren't that aggressive. They're around. And obviously you don't want your dog or your pet or something messing with them. But there's plenty of other animals here that eat those animals. You got possums here, different types of possums here, and they eat all the spiders. But, we do, like in North America, we have plenty of animals that will kill you, whether you choose to ignore them or not. If a bear gets a scent of you and he's in a pissy mood, he will come get you. Mountain lion will hunt you. The brown snake isn't going to hunt you.
Wake up.
What's that?
It's time for him to wake up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Did somebody
But
say
we do.
Big spider?
Yeah, I don't want to wake up and see one of those on my ceiling. I would scream and freak out.
Yeah, see what?
I would scream and freak out, yeah. But at the same time, I would just run out of the room and go, Arty.
Well, if I did have a real spider this size,
yeah,
I'll be asking what kind of species that is, because I have never seen a spider this big in Australia yet.
right.
Yeah.
Not this fat.
I've seen videos of spiders that size in Australia where they're like up in the gutters and all of a sudden somebody's pulling some leaves out and all of a sudden this big thing comes out, and like, and I would freak out that way too. But yeah, I mean.
Hi, Kiwi Dave.
Hey, Kiwi Dave, welcome back.
Well, Dragon Junction, you should know me by now, but I mean, it's all kind of fun. But I mean, hey, as I said to you the other night, you can actually train a spider here.
Yeah, there are spiders that are actually beneficial. Well, I mean, technically all spiders are beneficial.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can develop symbiotic relationships with them where, they'll stay in their place and you do that. And yes, you can train even some spiders to do tricks.
But yeah, as many as
You
well
just
as-
can't train a cat, and that's no matter where you go. That's the one thing I will say that.
Right.
I've seen dogs all over here in Germany. I mean, just in Australia, I said Germany. People with pet dogs, and that I've seen people walking their dogs, everything. If I were to walk down my street, my neighborhood, I would see 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 feral cats. I haven't seen a cat.
Well, there was one out here, and I'd love to know who owned it.
Okay, yeah, I haven't
Um,
seen cats, stray cats running the street. We were in Sydney, a city of 5 million people all over the place, and come to think of it, I did not see one cat.
Well, the biggest thing here is
The drop bears are getting them.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they are because
Maybe that's why the brown snakes are so big and so passive, because they're
all the
eating the
cats.
cats.
That's right. That's right. The cat thinks it's got a mouse tail.
Yeah,
or
I mean,
something.
think about it. Have you seen a cat? No. I mean, I couldn't have spent 4 days anywhere in the United States and not seen a cat within 3 hours
But
somewhere.
how many Asians have you seen here?
Asians? What's that got to do with anything? I mean, a lot, but you're freaking Asia's right there, I've seen a lot of Europeans, Asians, and indigenous.
Well, you're just lucky we don't eat. You're just lucky we haven't had Chinese takeout. Apparently, it tastes like chicken.
I see. You're just lucky they don't know about Pixie.
Oh, they know about Pixie. They too scared to approach Pixie.
But we just it's been something. It's been something else.
But I think it's a lot of areas here in Australia. It's actually there's a lot of councils actually fine you for having cats running around the place.
Right.
It's not so
That's
much
great.
poised here, but
Wish we had that.
yeah, they do run away very.
Yeah, they
fast.
do. The huntsmen are very fast.
They'll create the fright and then they're gone. But I know there are some places you get a big hefty fine if your cat's out. If you don't claim your cat, they put the cat down because they actually go and attack our native birds.
Yeah, I keep thinking now because of our trip to Australia to totally change the subject that we need to pick a great Australian rock and roll song and do a model train parody of it. We just got to decide which one.
I've picked up a good song for you. I'll give it to you later.
Well, the problem is I would have to think of it. I would have to go, because I was already trying like with Thunderstruck. I was trying to do Thunderstruck and it wasn't working.
No.
Because if it's an AC/DC song, I could almost pull it off. Even Les said my voice would work for it.
Have you ever heard of a song called Live It Up by Mental as Anything?
I probably have, but it's not ringing a bell right now.
All right. Yeah,
I'm trying to go through all the great Australian bands.
Yeah, that'll be a good song.
A lot of great bands. I mean, AC/DC is the biggest one, but April Wine and Little River Band and
Straight Crawl.
Maybe.
Well, that's a band.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying greatest bands.
And then you got Mental as Anything.
That's
Straight Crawl is the one. Of the
you had the Church. The Church were Australian. Under
Yeah.
the Milky Way Tonight, they were Australian.
Yeah.
Technically, the Bee Gees and David Bowie were Australian, but that's a different story.
Montreal, they do. But
The Orb Spiders. They're in America now. In fact, there was just an article online from WTOL, one of our local channels, talking about Orb Spiders appearing in Ohio, or that they'll be in Ohio soon.
Yeah, there are a lot of orb spiders up in Queensland, particularly next door to Rob's place,
But
they're good. They're a good anti-trespassing device anyway, because people run into it, they've reached the daylights out of it.
I mean, technically, we do have an Australian. He's Dutch, but he grew up in Australia. Gautier,
Yeah.
who did the one song. This is a song, Gautier's song, the Someone I Used to Know. Now You're Just Somebody That I Used to Know. We started recording that before we left, but Joyce was struggling with it. Then I did a version which was meh. I'd really like you to sing it. We've got that song. Now it's just the loco that I
we have
used
to wait
to.
7.5 hours. yours. And
Yeah.
we'll do yours.
What are you trying to say, Daddy? You trying to tell us again?
No, we are going to do another stream on the road. This was early just to make sure I got the Friday stream in because Arty went out and bought a new sim thing and everything else so that we can do a live stream from wherever we're at. We just don't know at exactly what time because we're
We'll be doing it sometime.
our goal is sometime by this time tomorrow we will be in what is it? What's the town you want to spend the night in?
Aubrey.
Aubrey. We want to get to Aubrey, but we're about 2 to 3 hours from here is Goulburn, which is where Gary is.
Great, yeah.
Creepy 013 Gary, and it'll be nice to meet him. It'll be a real pleasure to meet him. Midnight Oil.
Yeah.
Do love Midnight Oil. Beds are burning, trains are burning. I don't know.
But yeah,
I'll think of something. I don't know. We've got so many songs.
Yeah. Well, we'll be leaving here roughly about between 8:30, which is 6:30 US Eastern time.
In the morning.
In night over there.
Oh
Yeah,
no, it'll be in the evening, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll be streaming this sometime after that.
So it'd be the UK and European folks would not be able to watch it, but the Americans that missed today's
some will be still up because
maybe
that's usually the time I get up and you're still streaming. So we might get them about an hour inside. But
Greg says we can do a live stream from his face, so I'll be doing a lot of live streams.
That'll be on Monday.
Because we got to do that would be on Monday because we got to do yours, which is the Saturday night show, but that would be on Sunday. We're going to do your live stream.
Well, let's hope we get down to
right.
Rowan, so we might actually get out of the hotel early on Sunday morning so we can get down to Glenrowan.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And that'd be a nice and neat little place to do.
If the Wi-Fi were stable on the road, we could live stream while we're driving and just talk. I have to leave. Got to go back to work. Okay. Well, thanks for hanging out. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up, I think, because we got to pack. And we've been on 2 hours, which I didn't think I'd do, but we had so many great people. It felt good. So on that note, why don't we go ahead and wrap it up? Are you ready to join in the goodbye?
Yeah.
Are you ready? All right.
Yeah.
So on behalf of the band and ourselves, I hope we have passed all. Oh, I got to do it all over again. I'd like to thank you on behalf of the band and ourselves, and I hope we passed the audition. So on behalf of the Model Train Outsider and
Sammy.
Joyce and Arty, I want to say, Auf Wiedersehen.
Cheers.
Bye.
No! Happy trains. We got to do take 2. You've got to say happy trains. Auf Wiedersehen.
Cheers.
Oh, my God. Timing's off. Take 3. On behalf of the band and ourselves, I hope we pass the audition. Until next time, I'm going to say Auf Wiedersehen.
Cheers.
Happy trains.
There we got it.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, guys.